Let's bring on board the management of Vaibhav Global. Puru Aggarwal, the group CFO of the company, now joins us on the phone line. Remember that there have been a lot of marquee investors who have actually checked in or perhaps increased their stake in this counter. So it's interesting to get in a perspective on what exactly the company has in store for all of its investors and, of course, potential investors as well. Mr. Aggarwal, thanks so much for giving us your time on ET Now. Holiday season just got over, so why don't you start by talking to us about what kind of sales did you see this time around? This is also, of course, the first holiday season after all the upgradation and restructuring that the company underwent.
Thank you so much. So we had taken a couple of initiatives, as you rightly referred, namely the improvement in management capacity in terms of hiring the president at US operations, hiring the global CTO, hiring the global HR head, implementation of high-base, implementation of returnability, implementation of budget pay, which is EMIs, improving the merchandising, introduction of new categories, improving our presentations, and introduction of co-hosting. So we had taken several measures, which I narrated in your channel about 1.5 years back. And those initiatives, they have been playing in favor of company. Last couple of quarters, if you look at continuously, all the quarters, they have delivered excellent results. Our growth is back. We have been growing at double digit. The bottom line is growing at a significant, phenomenal percentage. Just to give an example, H1 has grown PBT level 102%. The last quarter result, PBT was up by 186%. PAT level, H1 was up by 79%, and last quarter PAT was up by 133%. So this trend, the top line growth trend, we see continuing in coming quarters and years as well. And it will flow to the bottom because the business model is such that the large part of the cost is fixed. If you look at employee cost and airtime cost, these are the two costs which are the biggest in our entire P&L cost, and both the costs are the fixed. So there is a huge leveraging opportunity available.
Oh yes, that's true. As a result of the recent auctions, what kind of an impact can we see on your margins, and to what extent could it perhaps affect your December quarter numbers? If you could just throw some light on that.
So I would not be able to talk about December quarter because of the SEBI guidelines, but definitely I can talk about the past and the future in general. In recent quarters, if you look at our margins have been improved further. Historically, if you look at 2013, 14, 15 years sort of, the margin used to be in the tune of 58 to 60%. The current quarters already published in public domain, margins are 63% plus. So we see the margins are going to be very strong going forward as well.
Mr. Aggarwal, hi there. Afternoon. Avan joining in. You spoke about margins, but what about the B2B business? Because that's been a bit weak. How did it pan out this quarter, and what are your plans to scale up this business?
So B2B is an opportunistic business for us because we source our major raw materials from international auctions, and when we have surplus, we sell it in B2B because we have historically having that strength with us. We do not have focus as such on B2B. Our core business is B2C, and there we are entirely focused.
Okay. And how has been the response to the EMI offers, and what is the outlook on your e-commerce business presence?
EMIs have been well received ever since we introduced, and still we have kept it selective, unlike our competition. So still we have a lot of leverage with us that we can choose to extend it further. But so far we haven't done because with the current stage itself is doing pretty well, and it has been helping us in cleaning growth further because now largely we are at par with our competition in a way. To your second point, e-com, we are seeing a very strong growth in e-com. This is one thing which has been paying dividends. As you recall, we had implemented SAP Hybris. So this platform is a responsive platform and it has been doing very well.